Thomas Edsall has done it again. He's helped us to understand the Trump thing, answering questions that seem so very perplexing. I referred to Edsall last month to help us understand why people voted for Donald Trump. No, they aren't all racists, and no, they aren't all stupid, and no, they didn't vote against their own interests, at least not all of them. This time he's helping us to understand the possible Trump-Putin connection in his essay, What Does Vladimir Putin See in Donald Trump? And the answers are chilling. We know that Putin has an evil thing for Hillary Clinton, so he'd want anyone running against her to win just for that reason. But there's way more. Putin is all about power grab. At the very least, he wants to be able to stand toe-to-toe against the United States and exert his influence throughout the former Soviet bloc countries and perhaps even dominate Europe. To do that requires a stooge in the White House to undermine America's power in the world. A stooge who would, quote, weaken the West's desirability, credibility, and moral authority. Quote, undermine NATO's unity. Quote, be eager to have direct and indirect links to a profoundly corrupt and violent foreign dictator whose policies he admires, whose advisors he shares, and whose slogans he uses. Regarding those slogans, quote, Trump unquestionably repeated slogans and conspiracy theories like Obama invented ISIS and Hillary will start World War III, lifted from Sputnik, the Russian propaganda website. And who would be malleable? Quote, Trump's susceptibility to praise has made him vulnerable to manipulation. There's more, way more, and all of it says you ought to be very worried because this human model of sociopathy looks to be in the process of selling out our democracy. I've warned of the coming of fascism to America and have specifically advised that we're only one terrorist attack away from Trump declaring martial law. There are links in the written blog to those warnings. While I'm sure that sounds paranoid and hyperbolic to some, I invite you to watch Yale history professor Timothy Snyder on Bill Maher's program of March 24th. The link is in the blog. Focus on the section from 3309 to 3829 and you'll see what I mean. The lyrics of Do You Hear the People Sing grow louder. In other news, what about that Muslim ban and the refusal of refugees? It's easy to lose sight of the issue now that a couple of courts have put the hammer to implementing this draconian, cruel executive order, and what with the blizzard of Trumpian lunacy that assaults us daily. But the teachers and staff at the Niles Township High School District 219 in Skokie, Illinois, haven't forgotten, and they sent a message to their students. You must watch it and take in their message to the kids. Now, imagine if we as a country and as directed by executive order were that caring and kind to the strangers among us. You know, like the way every major religion in the world instructs us? Go ahead, imagine. And finally, I'll be presenting Money, Politics, and Democracy, You Aren't Getting What You Want at the Unitarian Church of Evanston, 1330 Ridge Avenue, this Wednesday, March 29th at 7 p.m. Come join us. I'm Jack Alshuler.